What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and Activision's now former CEO, Eric Hirshberg, I believe his name is, did state that the upcoming 3-year Call of Duty slate is the best in franchise history. So, to say that, obviously, Treyarch's going to nail it out the park, as I covered in recent videos. Treyarch is going hard with Black Ops 4. It's going to be an experience that we haven't seen before. But what about Infinity Ward? They're not going to do Ghost 2, which I really want. They're very likely not going to do Infinite Warfare 2 because that game flopped harder than all hell. So what else could they do? Now, we have a Black Ops 4. What about a Modern Warfare 4? So I talked about this before, but rumor has it that we'll be seeing remastered versions of the Modern Warfare 2 and 3 campaigns very soon, leading up to the release of Modern Warfare 4 in 2019. So to get fans ready for Modern Warfare 4, to get people up to speed with the Modern Warfare series and its story, they'll release remastered versions of those campaigns. Now, as I said before, when is a good time to release this? Now, if it's just a campaign, I would say do one now. Do Modern Warfare 2 Remastered now in between, let's say, DLC 3 and 4 for World War II. And then at some point next year, because we don't know how the model, DLC model I should say, for Black Ops 4 is going to look, release Modern Warfare 3's remastered campaign at some point when there's a little dry patch in Black Ops 4. But right now, judging from what we've seen and heard, it's hard to tell when there will be a dry patch for Black Ops 4. We're going to have Battle Royale, multiplayer, a Crazy Zombies experience. So, not sure when that will happen. Probably next summer, though. I'd say closer to next summer, when Modern Warfare 4 is getting revealed and there's pre-order bonuses getting announced. That's when a Modern Warfare 3 remastered campaign looks like it makes sense. But multiplayer, as much as we all want it, somebody comment down below and tell me, when is a good time to release a remastered multiplayer? I mean, yes, you could do that now, Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer, to break into World War II cycle a little bit, but I don't think Activision's going to risk doing that in Treyarch's next cycle for Black Ops 4. That game looks huge. Why would they want to ruin that with, yes, probably the best multiplayer experience of all time, Modern Warfare 2, but they wouldn't want to ruin and take away from what Treyarch is doing with Black Ops 4 just for the sake of getting people prepared for Modern Warfare 4. So we'll just have to see how that works out. Matthew Harris, other leakers and gaming sources have hinted at a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered for quite some time. Supposedly because of the shootings in America, that got pushed back a little bit. And I'm like, okay. But other rumors said that it got pushed back because people were talking hella shit about there being no multiplayer. And once again, I was as upset as everyone else was when they announced, or not that they announced, when they leaked, I should say, let me correct myself, when they leaked that no multiplayer would be in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. But then when I really think about it from a business point of view and from a development point of view, when is a good time? It just doesn't make sense. But recent rumors say that, yes, developers who worked at Infinity Ward back in the MW1 and 2 days, who left the team to form Respawn due to a bunch of lawsuits with Activision, are now back at Infinity Ward working on Modern Warfare 4 to make a very OG title for 2019. So let me break this down for you guys. First off, to release an OG Call of Duty in 2019 is interesting, but does make sense when you think about it. For those who aren't happy with Treyarch's new model with Black Ops 4, which you don't know to the full extent yet, we'll be able to experience a more traditional Call of Duty in 2019 with a campaign, multiplayer, possibly even Spec Ops or Extinction. We just don't know. But that already is interesting to think about right now. Because going from something fucking ridiculously crazy like Black Ops 4 to a more OG COD title that we weren't expecting, then to say these devs who were going to war with Activision over crazy amounts of money and licensing issues back in the Modern Warfare 2 days. I mean, maybe they're returning because they see that, you know, there's a lot of new management. People at Infinity Ward aren't the same anymore. People at Activision aren't the same anymore. And it's worth going back. So Titanfall 3 is probably not happening now, but those devs found the need to go back to Infinity Ward. So obviously there was crazy amounts of money involved for them to come back. So I'm just speechless at the moment. I just can't imagine what type of crazy game they're going to come out with close to the equality of Modern Warfare 2. But here's the thing too, expectations will now be taken to a different level. there'll be crazy expectations for this game because, once again, it's the OG Infinity Ward team. They managed to release what is easily, I'd say, the best Call of Duty of all time. So what can they top that with? That's something to think about there. But it's also crazy to say that we're talking about Call of Duty 2019 when Call of Duty 2018 hasn't even come out yet. So holy fuck. But this does coincide with rumors that even YouTubers like the Gaming Revolution were talking about where, yes, Modern Warfare 4 is happening. We've seen a voice actor post Modern Warfare 4 in their bio on Twitter. That's already a weird red flag as it is. And to remaster Modern Warfare 2 and 3 before COD 2019 to get people prepared for this game also all makes sense. So this is interesting, and it goes along with, again, the former CEO of Activision saying it's the best 3-year slate in history. So whatever Sledgehammer has planned after that is probably going to be revolutionary as well. But I don't want them to abandon what Treyarch is going to be doing this year. This new model, I should say. Don't abandon this new model if it really works out successfully. Continue this model for years on end. Maybe have the OG team do a proper Modern Warfare 4, some really cool closure to the series, even though MW3 already had closure to the series. Let them do one more cool traditional campaign, then take things from there and see if campaign's even necessary anymore. Because, like I said before, as much as I want a traditional campaign from Treyarch, look at how much content we're getting because they're sacrificing a non-replayable 8-hour campaign, which everybody probably streams in one sitting and never touches it again. Just look at that. So it's kind of weird to think about what Infinity Ward can do with their model after looking at what Treyarch is doing in 2018. So we'll just have to wait and see. But this is a pretty cool rumor, and obviously there's a lot of paperwork involved here. Who knows what the fuck's going on over at Infinity Ward right now. Lee Ross is the new head of Zombies, I believe, or the creative director for their co-op mode. So who knows what the fuck they're doing on the side. And Modern Warfare 3, in my opinion, was a very lucky Call of Duty. It was praised fairly well by the community. People consider it a copy and paste of MW2, but don't blame Infinity Ward for any mess that was featured in MW3 because, once again, most of their team left when Modern Warfare 3 was in development. So Sledgehammer came in to help, Raven came in to help, Neversoft came in to help, so there was a lot going on. So at the time, they just put together whatever they could. It was high-quality content for that Call of Duty model, and it worked out. Campaign was tremendous. Not as good as MW2, I would say, but still fairly good closure to the series. But to add on to that is interesting. I don't know where they can really go in terms of the story, but obviously they have an idea in mind if they're faithful in doing a Modern Warfare 4. There's a lot of people who are going to be on board for that shit if they aren't on board with the Black Ops series or World War II or any other next-gen futuristic movement game. So there's a lot at stake here, is what I'm trying to say. So let me know what you think down below in the comments section. What you guys think about Modern Warfare 4 and former Infinity Ward devs returning to make an OG title. This is really interesting, and I can't wait to see what they have in store. This has been dkdynamite. Leave all your feedback down below, and stay tuned in for more information in regards to Black Ops 4. Peace out, YouTube.